Okay, here we go to part 4. We're almost there. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for our next 15-minute segment to take you to our success panel of the month. We love to spotlight our top leaders of the month. Today, I have the privilege of bringing you 3 of our top leaders. They are going to share how to grow, sell, and share. What we have is, first, from the state of Maryland, we have our beautiful Carol Boyer, who is going to be sharing with us how to grow utilizing these events that we have. Carol Boyer has been on our Zoom events and Facebook events the last 3 months. We've been testing them, and I do want to pause and say thank you to Deland Jensen, Daryl Lee Carlisle. I want to say thank you to Vicki Hacking and Evelyn Abernathy. We all mastermind these every month. We've been practicing so you could duplicate and use it to grow, but I want to thank them for that. Carol shows up on the Zoom room. She has the most on the team there from consultants and clients or guests. She has, and leaders. She also has the most consultants with guests and the most guests overall. So she's going to be sharing what is she doing to drive guest attendance. Next, Norma Lopez talked a little bit recently in a leader meeting about she was going out. She did a tabletop. I then got to see her in Arizona, and she was like this renewed Norma Lopez. She was like, oh my God, that tabletop was the best thing I did. She hesitated going. She went, and her sales were growing every day ever since. Building new clients. People were so happy to see her. So we're going to talk about the power of getting out and about, and tabletops are everywhere in your backyard. You can Google them. They're going on everywhere. Number 3, we're going to have Chafica Miles. I'm so proud of her. She is a new author, and first time ever being an author in a book. I'm just so proud of what Jaffer does for people. She's going to talk about, just brag about her dream of being an author in her beautiful book that she's in, Owning Your Own Uniqueness. We'll post that in the chat as well for you, and how she really is growing, having client systems. She'll do a brief summary, and then we'll teach on that in detail again, maybe on one of our Facebook Fridays. And just really what she's doing with her team, with social media events and her networking events. So I'm done talking. You've been listening to me enough. Let's go find our success panel out here. So first, I'm going to kick it off with our beautiful Carol Boyer. So Carol Boyer, I want to say congratulations and welcome. So Carol, take it away. Tell us your top tips on bringing guests.
All right. Well, I know we don't have a lot of time, but number 1, as soon as Jackie posts the Facebook link for these events that we have near the end of the month, I take it, and especially since there's a picture or an image, it will get more traction if you send the text with a picture. And that's really good. I don't send it out to all the consultants because I know that not all the team, and there's more than 140 people just on the central branch. I only send it to those that want to grow. I send it to the VIPs. I send it to those that have sales on a regular basis and those that might want to move up. So they get that and they get a reminder. I also send it through Facebook. I invite the people to the link with Facebook friends and family, and I share the invitation. And number 2, I send Facebook messengers, I should say messenger, to various people, and I send them particularly targeted. I don't just send it out willy-nilly. I send something special to them because you are, and you fill in the blank, because you are such a fun-loving person, or you're such a loyal person, you're such a resilient person. I want you to be here as my guest. I'm inviting you to be my guest. So you do that, and I send out texts, I send out WhatsApps. I have to send out reminders. And I also, when somebody says, yeah, that looks like fun, I might be able to come, or I'm coming. And I said, may I have your permission to send you a reminder about 30 minutes prior to the event? Because people are human, they're going to forget. So they say, yeah, because I want to send them a reminder. Because if you just, and you get you get a lot of interest when you send it out to people the day of. I hate to say that, but if it's the day of, when I'm out and about shopping, I have my fragrance vials or whatever I've got in my purse. And I said, oh, we're having a really special event tonight. Would you like to come? I'd love to have you as my guest. And I follow up with a text and they spread back, and that's what we do. I post the event on my branch Facebook group. I send that out too. Of course, pictures, you need to have images. You don't want to just send a text with just words. I like to use the pictures that Jackie gives us, or do whatever pictures you want. We have so many that you can get off of the WhatsApp or on your Amber Region Facebook. They're all over the place. On your Jafra content page, you've got pictures that you can use, whatever you think looks good. And I invite new people. For everyone that's okay. And lastly, let's see, a couple more. I also send the recording of the Shoppertunity when Jackie goes through the catalog. I will send that part because she does the recording and she has that separately. And I send a call to action. When you watch this video and you send 2 things you liked/learned about this video, I will have a gift for you. But I also remind everybody that I'm inviting to the Zoom as well. There's a gift for everyone that attends, but I do a follow-up with those that couldn't attend or whatever. Even on Facebook Messenger, we met a new person that sells for $31, and she watched Jackie's video right away and she got a gift in the mail. So that's what I do. Follow up is key, and reminders, and just keep inviting.
Woo! Fabulous. Oh my gosh. Like, I have amazing notes, great tips, super clear. That's duplicatable. So we have the event coming the last Thursday of the month. Carol, you've rocked every gift every single month. We're super happy to send them to you on behalf of Vicky Hacking and all of us on this team. So thank you so much, Carol. Fantastic. Appreciate you. All right. Next, what we get to do is we get to next spotlight our beautiful Norma Lopez. And Norma just has some excitement on what happened to her from one tabletop personally and with results. Take it away, Miss Norma.
Thank you, Jackie, and hello, everyone. Yeah, and just quick 3 steps I'm going to tell you. I'm going to summarize it really, because there's, us, we talk a lot. But this is how I went from doubling my face-to-face personal sales from February to March. In December, really quick, I was at a DD meeting in Westlake, and we learned about the new client connection coming in 2023. And I listened to what Gene said, and I liked everything he said. And so in January, I started implementing that, trying to draw more clients to my website, personal website. But in February, I attended a women's expo. I've been doing the expo for 20 years minus the last 2. Typically, it takes about 4 of us to work the expo. And those of you that worked it know that. This year, it was me by myself. So I only took 2 products to showcase. The ginger sea salt scrub with the seaweed bath and shower gel, and the massage lotion, and the royal almond lotion with a pump. So I did hand treatments. And if you have a tabletop, ginger sea salt is a must. You open it and the aromas just bring them to your table. I was nonstop from 8 o'clock in the morning to 1:45. Absolutely loved it. I probably got about 13 new clients from there. They were excited to be back amongst people, real people. They were excited that I was there, that Jaffer was there. I scheduled an appointment for the following Monday. The expo's on a Saturday. I scheduled the skincare appointment for the following Monday. She actually confirmed with me on Sunday and called and wanted to make sure she still had her appointment. That's never happened. I have to do the calling. She showed up, did the facial on her, loved everything. She ended up wanting to pay wholesale. QNC right there. That was one. Another one was after our Royal Jelly Classic. Of course, I didn't have it there, but found out what she wanted. And she says, well, I'm looking for sales. So I do my own sales. I did a BOGO sale. I said, well, I'm having a BOGO sale next week. Oh, perfect. That was another one. I told her I reward for referrals. She called her friend on the phone, put her on speaker, and they were both excited that she found the royal jelly. And so that was over 300 between both of them. Then I learned that by shifting my mindset to client focus, not disregarding that we still have to sponsor, but making client connection my focus, because when our clients fall in love with our products, here we are. Here I am, almost 30 years later. I was a client, fell in love with the products. So then just getting back in the public, I absolutely loved it. I love face-to-face, and because you get to actually talk to them and let them know how these products are going to feel on their skin, inviting them to appointments. And then because I believe that what you think about, you bring about, they're coming to me. I had a new sponsor April 1st who said, I'm looking at your website. She lives an hour away. I'm looking at your website and I see the $99 kit, but I also see the 19. And she says, I used to use Jafra in the 80s. I think I want the $99 kit. And so we talked about that. Because she lives an hour away, she's going to come next week, and I'm going to do a 2-hour orientation, get her all ready to roll. And then that was another one this morning, and I shared it with Jackie. She says, I need Jafra back in my life. You know, this was on Facebook. So I'm telling you, the mindset is where you got to be. Yes, we struggle sometimes to sponsor. I have struggled, and I never have before. So, but my focus right now is bringing in those clients. And because I'm getting consultants out of them. So this is what I say to you. Make sure you tell them, I am your personal consultant. You don't want them going to somebody else. I am your beauty advisor. Any help you need, I'm here to serve you. And make sure you tell them that, because in their mind, they belong to you, you belong to them, and you're going to help them. So then focus on customers, and the rest will just come. And that's a lot, you know, to squeeze it all in. But
you did fabulous. And Norma, it's true. Look at this combination, online and in person. We just have to be inviting people. That's what you're both doing. But the power of in person, people might be worried about the economy, but they're spending money. And then they want to spend smart dollars.
Yes.
Right. So we love our products. They haven't had experiences for 2 years either. The joy that filled your heart. I watched you. You're like, well, that event just changed me. It's like we used to do tabletops every week in our sleep, but here it's been 2 years. Norma's passion. She's so excited to have the new customers, but out of that, giving them the choice to buy, book, begin, or BOGO, whatever it is up to them. So getting loud and proud in person and out and about is what we're talking about, and getting loud and proud socially as well. They're online and they're in person now. We're back, and the joy comes back to you. That's why everything's about the heart right now, because
Absolutely.
when they fall in love with the product, okay, we could raise our hands. How many of you tried the product and said, yes, I was a one-timer, one facial, done deal. That was it. But if we're not out there trying, and all we're doing is talking or doing lives, which is great, but oh, the smell and the feel is the ticket. So host some facials at your home. And I know Norma's got a beauty bar, but it's just a place to bring people. Go to Starbucks. So again, Norma, thank you. Congratulations. We're so excited. And you helped us today in such a great way, like Carol. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, next we are going to spotlight our beautiful brand new author. Oh my goodness. Here she is. She is going to talk to us about dreams coming true and how she is helping her team with different events and networking events to make their dreams come true. Chafica Miles, love your book. It's always at my bedside. I read a little story each night. Take it away, Chafica. Talk to us about you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Jackie, for having me share this. As Jackie said, actually, January 1st was the reveal of my brand new book collaboration. It's called Owning Your Uniqueness, Your Voice Matters. So it was a first-time author, and that came about everyone knows I love networking and connecting as far as with people. So this came about from a networking group that I am part of, Circle of Champions. I'm in a mastermind coaching group as well. And one of the women in there, she's the visionary of the book. So she contacted me and said she had this vision of bringing a couple of women together. She knew my story of going through being a 2-time open heart surgery survivor. And she said that, she wanted people to hear that story here. So she basically, we met all last year, and it's 13 of us all together to tell our story. These women are from all over, and not just locally. But what this book has just opened so many different doors. It's been honestly a true blessing to be able to just to be able to share my story. And I was just on this weekend, one of my male clients, he purchased 3 copies of the book, one for his daughter-in-law and 2 other family members. His daughter-in-law is a book coach. So he purchased a book for her. She read my story. She contacted me, and she was having an event this Saturday, a virtual event, that she wanted me to come on and speak about my book. Well, from there, I just received 8 new leads from there. 2 of the people already purchased my book. My free gift to everybody while I was on is to have them come and do a virtual skincare consultation. So I'm in the process of scheduling that with people now. And I have another event coming up from a woman in North Carolina. She has a podcast and radio show, so she wants me to come on and speak about the book as well. But there's the number one tip I would say is I use Facebook very strategically, just not just being on and just scrolling through. I always go to my home first, because that constantly lists updated posts from people who you are friends with already in groups you belong to. And these friends, you can connect with so many other people. And I did that. One of the friends I noticed was giving a webinar. One of the people that she knows was giving a webinar about books. And the webinar she was giving was how to turn the right book into a 5-figure business. Now, this is someone that I don't know. She was a friend of one of the friends that I have on Facebook. So I signed up for the webinar. The webinar was free, and we connected. And because you're connecting with these people who are friends of someone who's a friend on yours, there's already a trust factor there, because they know, well, hey, she's a friend of someone I know already here. So she had a book, and she had a special, like the first, I think, 25 people who, I'm looking for people to promote in my book. And I signed up, I think it was like less than just $20 here. And this is her book that I just, if you see it, that I just received in the mail. And she has a business listing in the back where I'm listed in the back. My name is in the back. Says helping women transform from track shoes to self-care slippers to live better, look younger, and gain freedom and flexibility. And she has my website listed. So I have never met this person. I have no idea who she was. This is just from attending her webinar. But in front of those business listings, she's already endorsed everybody in the business listing, saying that I'm a big advocate of connecting and collaboration. Please check out my friends here and support their services. So she's already endorsed me, and she's got like about 30,000 followers. And
Wow.
and I've noticed more people clicking on my Jafra business website as well. So always go to your home and see what your friends, what groups that they belong to here. The next thing I want to cover is about a complete, when Jafra's talking about customer centric. Last year, I just said, okay, I just need to do something to get automated in my business so I can start working smarter here. So through another networking event I was on, through one of my friends on network, I found out about keep, KEAP.com. It's a customer-centric system where, I mean, it has text messaging, it has automatic appointment booking, appointments tasks. I can do email broadcasts, checkout forms. I created a checkout form for people. I can send to people if they want to purchase my book. And I've created templates. So I joined at the end of the year, and I just set a goal to myself for this first quarter to get all of my contacts. Now I had contacts that I've met, like over 500 contacts here. So I just put them all in Keep. I created a template, send them out. Hey, I know it's been a long time, and I'm getting responses back from people. And what I like about it is it gives me stats of who opened it, who clicked on the link, who opted out, because, you know, our time is important. So if you don't want to continue sending stuff to people who are not interested, it's nice to know that they opt out. You know, you're not taking them out, they're taking their own self out. So, you know, so if they don't want to be part of it. And I get a list of the emails that were bounced. And last week, I called about 5 people whose email that bounced and said, hey, you know, I sent out an email to you, you know, you remember me from, you know, at the salon that was like years ago when I met them, I was doing hand massages. And I've connected with about 5 people who now want to get together and have classes, because when I told them their email bounced, they're like, oh no, that's an old email. Let me give you my new email. And I told them that I was going to be sending them things monthly, and they were excited about it. They started asking about how I'm doing, my family, and we actually had reconnection. I was reconnecting with all those people whose email had bounced, and I would have never have known that from this system here. So, and the last thing that,
So Chafica, let me pause a quick minute. I just want everyone to know, if Chafica will agree to it, which I know she will. She's awesome at sharing. We'll do a feature Friday talking a little bit more about this, because everyone's like, ooh, interesting, right? So maybe you and I can just do a recording like Linda and Janet did with me on MailChimp, and we'll just spotlight your Keep structure just a little bit so they can see it, and we'll take them through that. So I don't want everybody to go, oh, tell me more. We'll come back and do more on one of our feature Fridays on Facebook. So if you'll agree to that, we'll pause. Yes. I don't want them to be like, oh my gosh, I want to hear more and all of that. We'll take time to do that, because I do want you to know it's working for Chafica. She's doing fabulous with it, and we'll pause and teach that to everybody. Okay. So I didn't want anybody to think, you know, we're just going to shuffle by that. It's super important what you're doing. You said it on a coaching call, and I went, ooh, we're going to spotlight that. Okay. So, okay. Thank you for that, Doll. All right. Wrap it up with your last step.
Okay. My last step is, Jackie knows about, we created like our team. I wanted to help our team. I noticed a lot of people on my team were not like posting on social media or anything like that. So I opened it up, you know, just did a live on my group, my district group that I have on Facebook, as far as who wants to just build and grow their business, you know, go on social media more. And so I had Joyce Donzella and Anita that offered that actually took the challenge and the call, and they Donzella's already great on Facebook and social media, but Anita and Joyce were saying, you know, they're a little nervous to get out there by themselves. And I said, okay, well, let's do it as a team. So we created Self-Care by Design by we call ourselves Delicate Distinctions Divas. So our branch is Delicate Distinctions. So every month we go on Zoom and stream it live on Facebook. And it's nice, all of us getting together as a team. We do different things. We make it fun. Sarah Hippo came on as one of our speakers. So we decided to have speakers on every month here. And these are people that, you know, I may know, Donzella knows. Anita's daughter is a pediatrician, but she still talks about wellness. So it's all focused about wellness. And when you have different speakers on, you know, just think these speakers are going to bring their own tribe that follows them. So that's going to be more people that you can introduce to Jafra as far as in the products here. So we do it once a month, usually on the first or second Friday. We're doing another one this coming Friday, April 8th. And it's always streamed live on the group Self-Care by Design. and you can find it on Facebook as far as for that. But we're having fun, and I've seen my team growing on that. You know, Donzella was just in a women's health and 3-day health and women's conference. She was a speaker in that 3-day health and wellness conference here. So, you know, so it's nice just to see the team, you know, stepping out of their comfort zone. I can see their fear of being on social media, you know, going away. So it's been nice building with the team here.
Well, Chafica, we love it. And again, her book, Owning Your Own Uniqueness, Your Voice Matters by Tina Harmon is the visionary author. And what I love is you're doing that, but you're developing others. For leaders, future leaders today, leadership isn't 11%. Leadership isn't, I'm a manager. Leadership is having a community of people who want to go and grow as men and women, to be their own voice, to be their own unique success, be it a little success or a lot of success. You can dream as small as you want or as big as you want. And when you lead a team, this is what happens. You follow your dreams. And now here you are creating visionaries who are now speaking in other engagements. You're developing them. That's the joy of leadership. That's Carol inviting people to our online events. Chafica hosting her own, and they're inviting people from your network groups to the people that they know. To Norma saying, let's go out and see the people. This is all about together, getting loud, getting proud. The world is looking for you. The world is ready for Jafra's beauty inside and out, and Jafra's beauty opportunity for spring come and shopportunity. So Chafica Miles, we are so incredibly proud of you for being a part of this incredible book. Thank you for sharing with us today, and we'll bring you more on a future Friday. Thank you so much, Chafica. So we want to wrap this section up, and I'm going to end with 5 fast minutes before we go, just on what we have ahead for us. But I do want to stop this recording so that we have these 3 featured speakers that you can share with others as well, how to grow online and in person in our movement. I love to Jeff.